Hey guys, Jason Osborne here, and coming at you today with another question for you. This one's quite good. I had someone I was chatting with someone today, and they asked me. They said, "Hey Jason, do I just have to believe that I want to become a millionaire and that I'll become a millionaire?" I thought that was a really good question, and I know some of you might be hearing that, and you go, "Man, you serious? No way, of course not. You got to do more than just believe to become a millionaire and just be a millionaire." I agree. I think you do need to do a lot more than just believe. But I want to talk a little bit about it over the next couple of minutes. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get into all the information around that because it's just, gosh, you could talk about hours and hours about the whole thing about just achieving goals, whether that is financial or health or relational or whatever. But I want to just talk about this concept, this idea of just believing and then you'll get something. The reason why I talk a lot about belief is because I do believe that it's one of the main things that stops people from moving forward and actually achieving what they want to achieve. Not just believing that they not believing they want it as in some type of hairy fairy dream or fantasy, but an actual self-belief that they're able to do it and be able to overcome the things that are actually stopping them from moving forward. So there are a lot of people out there that think, "Oh, I'll just believe it. I'll just believe it." They'll listen to The Secret or the Law of Attraction, and they'll just think, "Okay, I'll just think on it strong enough." Sorry, guys, I'm at a little cafe, so I think the refrigerator just kicked on there. But they just think, "Oh, I just believe it. I'm going to think on it and think on it and think on it and think on it, and I'll get it. And then I'll wake up one day and I'll be a millionaire. Or I'll wake up one day and have this incredible, like, chiseled body, or I'll have this incredible spouse all of a sudden just because I've put it at the forefront of my mind, and that's all I see." There's an element of all of that that helps you kind of transform the way you think and all of that stuff, and there's a lot I can go on and on about that, and there's elements of that yes, you do need to do that, and I agree. But just believing that you're going to be a millionaire does not mean you're going to be a millionaire. It's more about looking at it and saying, "Okay, what do I actually need to do? What do I need to change about myself? What are the I was talking yesterday about the self-talk. How do you talk to yourself about the negative self-talk that stops you from achieving and moving forward in life?" Even the Bible says, look, faith without works is dead, right? No matter how much you believe, if you don't actually do something to back up that belief, you're just dreaming. It's just a fantasy. And it's also about being very self-aware, and that is really, really important. And all of these things I could expand on for hours. So again, I can't go into everything in just a few minutes, but being really self-aware. Listen, if I wanted to be Beyonce, guess what? I ain't. All right. I like to think I can sing, but I can't. All right. So no matter how much I believe it, I ain't ever gonna be Beyonce. Right? It's about knowing who you are. Now, if you are that person, you know that is what you're supposed to do in life. Not necessarily Beyonce, all right? Beyonce is Beyonce. No one else is Beyonce. But if you know whatever it is that's in your heart to do, and you know that is what you're created to do, then I believe that you can do that. I don't think you've been created to do something without the actual potential and ability to do it. I just don't. Now, part of that is actually the belief system that you have around things, and that it is changed in your mindset and belief. But if you think about it this way, if all it took was just belief, let's look at a really simple scenario, and let's look at lottery winners. You might have heard this scenario before or not, I don't know. But if you looked at lottery winners, and let's just say you've got an individual and they're believing that they're going to win the lottery, and all of a sudden they're 1 out of 10 million chances or whatever, 100 million chances, they win the lottery. Statistics show that over 90%, I believe it's over 90% of people that win the lottery within 5 years, that their net worth goes back down to or even less than what their net worth was before they won the lottery. Why is that? Because here they were never a millionaire. Up here, they didn't have the discipline financially to become a millionaire. They didn't develop the skills it took to manage money. They didn't know how to handle maybe some of the pressures and challenges that comes with money management. And you need to develop, grow into that. Now, it doesn't mean you have to take years and like 50 million years to become a millionaire or anything, but it's being able to develop those principles and mindset around that. So what can you do to start working towards those things? Yes, you need to work on your belief. Yes, there's books that you can read to develop on that belief, but it's about creating a goal, creating a structure. Why do you want to have 1 million? Is it just because you want to sit back? Listen, you want to sit back and guarantee you this, you're going to get bored at some time in your life. It's about what you do with that finances that will empower you to help change whatever it is in your world that you want to change. What do you want to do relationally? Why do you want that? Why do you want a better physical health and physical body? Why do you want these things? I've been talking about this for ages. Why do you want it? The more you know why, and you have a really strong emotional attachment to that thing, and as you work on your belief around those things, then that's how you can actually achieve those. All right. Hey guys, if you like this video, please share it, like it, ask me some more questions. I love chatting to you guys. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.